Greetings and salutations, Dota fans. It is I, Badger, back for some more League of Lads Season 8 action. I am joined tonight by a very special guest, one of the most electrifying players in Lads, arguably the most electrifying mid laner in Lads. It is the great BreezyR. How are you tonight?
Pretty good, man. How you doing?
Oh, you know I'm doing great. I'm casting some Dota. I love to be here right now. This is a fun series. It's two of my favorite teams, including my favorite player in Lads. It's on the Dire side, earning the wins, featuring 3 Lads champions of Dark W, including a stand-in. I think there's a stand-in tonight for Dark. And meanwhile, on the Radiant, it's 5 above-average dudes, a team on the playoff bubble, a team that needs wins, featuring the most electrifying player in Lads, the Beast of US East, the highest testosterone gamer in the world. Looking at the draft, we've got some fun stuff ahead of us. Silencer ban, Magnus ban, Voice Fear ban, Tiny ban, and a 5-pick IO for Ka, so no surprises there.
Interesting. Is it for Ka or is it for Beast? Because Seb's been playing it offlane quite a bit.
It's almost certainly a... they've run a lot of IO already for this team. This is, I think, their 4th IO pick this season, and Ka's run it every game, and Ka's actually super legit at IO, so... I'd be surprised if they mix it up.
Let's see.
I want to turn you up now, because I have a feeling I'm going to be excited tonight. I got a feeling. I got a feeling I'm in the zone tonight.
Alright, fair enough, fair enough.
This is going to be interesting to see how they respond to the IO, and they've done the obvious response. They've picked the AA, so just I suppose just hit the Ice Blast on the IO or his target.
I feel like Disruptor's a little bit better though. You can just guarantee double static field on someone when they relocate in. Plus Disruptor's like a really strong hero right now with the Thunderstrike buffs.
We have Tusk as well, so one of the more interesting options they could have went with. It's really have some very active, aggressive heroes once this Tusk has a partner to work with, but we're seeing aggression on both sides. It's a Storm Spirit pick. I love these drafts. I'm not sure who's I like better, but I just like watching these heroes. This is gonna be fun.
Did not expect a Storm Spirit 8th pick.
And we've seen a number of teams at both TI and at Lads how they prioritize Spirit picks, both early in the second phase or even in the first phase, and I guess 5 dudes are doing the same thing. They say, you know what? We look at a team like whatever. They're picking Storm Spirit first phase, they're winning. Look at some teams at Lads. They're second phase banning Spirits, their first phase picking Spirits. You know what? Let's grab Storm. So they've done it.
Makes sense. Alright. So what do you think they're going to ban now since they open up their mid and possibly their 4?
I think if I were them, I'd just ban out heroes that hypothetically counter out whatever kind of gameplay I'm going for. They still need an IO partner, which has got to be the big thing they're going for is some kind of IO partner. So I'd say if I'm going for, I don't know, Slardar, for example, in the offlane, something like Slardar plus some kind of hyper carry, I want to ban out heroes that would beat that.
Yeah, Ursa would be pretty terrifying. Can get on the A pretty easily with an IO. And just insta-give him.
Certainly a good option in that sense. I'm interested to see what kind of heroes 6Dog plays. He plays some real weird heroes. He's played one of the weirder hero pools in last season. He's got multiple Windrunner offlane picks, and they have banned it out as well, so they may have to go for a different... Because once again, 6Dog's played like Magnus a lot, Windrunner a lot, and a couple games in Silencer, so it'll be interesting to see where etW go in terms of their 6Dog hero.
He played. Oh no, never mind. Magnus is banned. Because I remember that guy now. He was the one that played the Magnus offlane. Was very good at the skewer stuff.
There is 0 chance you give that man Magnus, I think.
Yeah, I remember now. We learned our lesson.
Sometimes there's certain hero player combinations in Lads where you really should ban it out. People just don't learn. Like I remember last season, Potato on MD Code Rejects played Meepo like 6 games in a row, and nobody learned like, hey, this guy's a Meepo spammer, please ban Meepo. The Funny Zone team with Smiley and Koryak and Jake Curto literally missed playoffs because they didn't ban out that dude's Meepo. It was bad. We have the Shrek, though, which is interesting. I mean, it's a hero who should lane very well into the Storm. It's a hero that's a sort of a hand-me-see classic for sure. And 5 dudes pick a very safe pick in response. They pick the 5 Jakiro, saying, you know what, we'll put this in our safe lane. We'll have it trade well into the Tusk in the lane. Hero has let a lot of base stats potentially be gone on by a hero like Tusk +1 in the off lane versus safe lane matchup. But I'm waiting to see if these teams go and keep picking, you know, relatively standard picks, or whether or not they really, you know, mix it up and go for something wild and crazy here.
That kind of want to see some Dawnbreaker one. I feel like that'd be very strong with an IO.
We were talking pregame for a while, obviously, because the stream was pretty delayed thanks to one of the players not being in the lobby. And you were like, yeah, Dawnbreaker 1. I want to see it.
I just want to see it. In theory, it sounds really strong.
And in practice, it seems pretty good as well. But the problem is Dawnbreaker 1 even the top 2 role for Dawnbreaker?
It's expected though, because you have like a Solar Guardian, so you can just farm across the map and show up to any team fight.
Alright, so I actually was right about this one. They went for the Eye of Slardar combo. They've done this before. The Beast of US East loves to play Slardar. I do not know why, but he is a big fan. It does mean, though, that whoever's playing, whatever hero Sasquatch is playing in the safe lane needs to be ready to play against what could be a very overpowered Slardar with the overcharge.
Yeah, that is a very strong lane, Slardar and IO. It's very easy to just run at you. Especially with an A that's very squishy and doesn't have much CC available.
And there's perhaps no player in Lads who more enjoys running at the opponents than the Beast of US East. You know, Breezy, you know what I would love to see? I would love to see you team with the Beast of US East. Like, you two and some ape carry player. And then, that would be fun to watch from a caster perspective.
What, just 3 animals running at people?
Because you make, like, these absolute animal dives. The Beast makes some absolute animal dives. I'm not sure what carry player would be ideal for that situation. But somebody who would absolutely be... Oh, Karan is an absolute ape. My god, he would do that. That would be the ultimate, like, ape team right there. Just dive the towers. Dive the next towers. It'd be a very aesthetic team that goes, like, 6 and 10.
Dude, sometimes you just gotta full send it, you know?
You do. I understand.
People don't expect full retard, you know?
I mean, with the players mentioned, we absolutely do. I mean,
you know what?
Everyone should be prepared. And once again, I mean, there are people that are a lot smarter than me that are not prepared. I see you laning as mid laners. You'll just kill them like 1v2 because they were not prepared to get dove. Huh.
Snapfire, huh? Snapfire 3?
I guess it has to be, right? Unless it's a core AA or a core Tusk. This will be a Snapfire 3, which is... Or potentially a Leshrac 3 and a Snapfire mid. I'm not sure if I like this, but it's definitely interesting.
I mean, Snapfire 3, it's not that bad. With the Shard and Blink, you can like just perma-stun lock people.
Hypothetically, they can do a lot of crowd control. The problem is, what do Dire do when Radiant get their BKBs? We know Slar's buying a BKB, Storm's buying a BKB, and no matter who Radiant pick with their 23 pick, unless they say like Jugga Lifestealer, he's probably buying a BKB.
Yeah, but they have this initiation factor though. If they jump him with the stuns, like that's a lot of burst. I don't know if like IL Reload would save them either.
I mean, you'd be surprised. Ka's been very good with his reload kits. He's had a very good knack of timing it out. I think unless they can find like a Walrus Punch into Ice Blast plus like a good Scatter Blast, they're just gonna start black the damage to kill some of these heroes.
Yeah.
Maybe not Storm, but Slardar definitely.
A Lifestealer ban.
Yeah, nothing too surprising there. I mean, they ban out the 2 heroes who have the built-in BKB. The problem is, by banning out those heroes, you leave actual good heroes in the pool, such as the good old Spectral Spectre over there, who is, I mean, secretly one of the better carriers in Dota. I remember one of the procasters talking about it. It's like, wow, the Spectre hero owned, but she just bad in the Silver Edge. Problem is, well, right now, Earning the Winds do not have a great Silver Edge buyer. And they did not pick one either. They went for Terrorblade. That is interesting. That is very, very interesting.
I don't know if I like that. Their lack of CC or crowd control, besides like just the initial burst, doesn't really help TB. Their counter initiation is not the best either. I guess Snowball.
I'm a little bit concerned for the boys on Earning the Wins. I mean, I guess they don't necessarily need this win the way 5 dudes do. I mean, Earning the Wins are sitting pretty at 7-3 versus 5 dudes in the mud at 5-7, but it's one of those things where if this team didn't pick it, I'd be like, yeah, this is a bad idea. I just kind of trust these players strategically to make the good decisions. It's like Sasquatch handing Z 6 dog. Like, come on, you gotta trust them strategically. But this is a weird, weird draft.
Well, I guess they needed more push. I don't know.
I guess
With a snap, Leshrac.
Push is cool, you know. I mean, push is a real cool thing to have. I mean, it's 3 snap, 2 lash, 1 Terrorblade. Certainly a lot of building push, but can they end the game before, say, Spectre and Storm are truly online? That's my question. I'm thinking probably not. Looking at the overall drafts here, I mean, I prefer Radiance. I'm guessing you're the same.
I definitely do like Radiance a lot more. Because these guys are playing a more on cooldown base, while Radiant can just freely roam around.
I agree, absolutely. I'm on the exact same page as you right now. If you are just joining us, welcome to a 2-game series between the 5 above-average dudes on the Radiance and Earning the Wins on the Dire. My name, it's Badger. I am joined by the one and only BreezyR, and we are praising the moon of mana threads.
I couldn't help but laugh at how many it was used.
Great coordination there from the twins. Timing that one right.
I'm dead.
Well, looks like we won't play very long for the action. We may see a fight here in the Dire side jungle. M-John blocks the hard camp, Radiant go forward, and they'll barely miss each other, so no kills quite yet, though they are still in this area as 3.
Terrorblade opting for a stick against the Slardar Isle lane.
30 seconds to battle.
Maybe they plan on some kind of swap situation, because that would be like a pretty good item into some other heroes, but a little less so Io Slardar.
Beast bomb, beast bomb.
It is possible they say run it offlane into the Spectre Jakiro or something. And that makes a little more sense, but it is brawl time at the rune regardless. Stick does help at these brawls. Will be a 2v3 in favor of the Dire. Ka's taking a bit of damage. Now in come Dire looking for the rune. They will not get it over Ka though. Now Ka's on the run but can tether away to the beast and will tether away to the beast. Ka takes a lot of damage, but it ends up being a 2-for-2 bounty rune trade thanks to the manning up of the IO.
And he gets salved by his 5, so his lane's not that bad either.
Man, the Notorious, that's the real sort of prototypical 5 player in LAN. That's a guy, he's here to play 6 Dota. He's got Sal's in his quick buy, dude. He's ready to go. A bit unfortunate bottom lane. Envy blocked a bit too well there. Now it's under the tower. Almost gets denied by 6 dog even. And then mid lane, Storm Leshrac. That's a relatively even lane, right?
It's more Leshrac favored. It's very easy to land stuns on Storm. You can bully out Storm pretty well.
It's one of those things where, I mean, probably both these heroes are going to play sort of similar Dota, where it's you lane until you have some mana and levels, and then you go hit small camp, hit medium camp, hit hard camp, sort of thing.
Yeah.
I guess Leshrac actually gets a bit faster, so it's good for him either. That's a lot of tower shots tanked by a Storm. That's very unfortunate from Fiddleness.
But Leshrac did get his first last hit.
Sure, I guess Fiddleness is winning the CS so far. I mean, 6-1 versus the Shracks 2-0. We have not looked at top lane yet so far, but it's, you know, we're waiting on Slaughter to get level 2 basically.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, maybe even level 3. Yeah, the more I think about level 3 timing on Slaughter is the one you want, because obviously IO gets the move speed of your tethered target, so one good old point in sprint means your IO is also going very, very fast.
With an overcharge, so you probably might... he's not going to skip Crush. Oh,
Meanwhile, bot
what's
lane,
going on?
Envy is taking a lot of damage from Six Dog, and I'm not sure who Kitten is. We're going to be calling him Kitten today. I'm guessing an associate of Six Dog. It might be Sunshine Duck, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm just going to call him Kitten regardless. We're
Oh,
seeing
I didn't
him,
think about this.
harass
Tag
that
team, Little Shredder.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Speaking of a lot of damage, it is the Beast harassing out Sasquatch under his tier 1 tower. And despite having literally only physical damage into a 12 armor hero under that tower, he's still harassing heavily.
Spectre might be going on right now.
Yeah, Tag
Might
Team
die.
is there, Little Shredder is there, but Envy is still fine for now, but they're running out of regen in the bot lane. We're down to 1 South left on Notorious, and only 5 Tangos on Jakiro, so Dire are very heavily winning these trades. Speaking of trades, it is trades in the top lane as well. Cut takes a lot of damage, but will survive. Has a salve as well, will pop it. Back to bottom again, they once again go on to Envy. Scatterblast is there. They want to go in, but it's just not enough damage. More high fives come out, but that's been the tail of the game so far. Yeah, a lot of high fives so far. And look like the mid lane, Hammuzi has pretty much recovered. He was down in CS earlier, but now it's once again mostly even. Fatalist up 17-1 on those tracks, 11-1, so we're back to mostly even.
It's very even against all 3 lanes.
Yeah, nothing too much of a wash so far. All competitive lanes, which you don't always see. You often see a lane or two, either from draft or players skill, completely snowball out of control, but not today. It's all even. Alright, now is where the fun begins. It is Water Rune scouting time. We've seen a lot of TI at minute 4. We've seen supports scouting at the Water Runes, and as a result, Hammuzi will not have one. We see Fatalist grabs bot Water Rune, his twin Ka grabs the top Water Rune, and now there's nothing for the Leshrac. Meanwhile, top lane, they go on to M-John. First blood is drawn. They caught M-John at the pole. The Beast went in there, crushed, and hit him easily. Down goes M-John. Good first blood there for 5 above average dudes.
Pretty huge. He also got most of the pulls. He's going to push towards his lane now, too.
No, once again, go on Envy bot lane. Ice Path is there on 2. Now Cookie is there onto the Tusk, going in onto the Spectre, but Spectre is fine. Notorious actually even turns onto the Tusk, doing a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage in both these side lanes still. And this should be interesting. We are seeing Storm get a lot of stacks at the Track Camp right now. This is a relatively significantly sized stack at the hard camp. That is a lot of good farm there for Storm.
That is a lot of farm. I don't... He's going to miss a wave, though.
He's taking
Actually
a
might
lot
die.
of damage, yeah. He goes in now, he should be fine. That's a lot of damage being taken. And it's a hero like the Shrek in the mid lane, too, can pop Edict if the tower is alone like this. Hammuzi's probably saying, wait, where's Storm? Shouldn't he be there? Shouldn't he be here by now? He's just not there. I think if he knew what we knew, he'd be hitting the tier 1 tower with the Edict right now, but he's probably suspicious, like, Storm's ganking me, right? There's no way he's just alone like this, doing nothing.
Oh, top.
He goes in under the tower there, crushes there onto 2, now hits the AA, but AA is still fine. I saw that one coming from a mile away. I was like, this is a bad idea diving this, right? Nah, it's the Beast. He does it anyways. He has no care for his own mortality.
He's got a heal battery. He'll be fine.
And they go bottom lane once again onto Envy. Cookie is there into Snowball. Envy is trying to get away. He'll dagger now to get some move speed. Ice Path comes in onto the Tusk, but Tusk continues to trade, but neither of them are dead. Actually been very few kills tonight considering how much trading there's been. There's been a lot of HP taken from the heroes, but only 1 actual death so far.
I'm surprised the Spectre hasn't died in lane. I think it's this tag team little shredder combo.
It does mean that she has suffered in terms of CS. Top lane to go in on the Sasquatch. Meta is popped. The Beast now breaks the cold feet. Ka is the target, though, of the Dire. Ka is low HP. Thanos comes in the ball again on the Sasquatch. Sasquatch has no thunder. Down goes Terrorblade. Now, they go to M-John. The Ball Lightning, the Vortex are there. M-John will go down. His 2 kills, 1 to Slardar, 1 to Storm Spirit. And a very important double kill overall for the side of 5 dudes.
It's a really good rotation right there. Notorious spotting out stacks, blocking the Ancients.
Might be a little bit... Actually, it's not too late. There actually has not been much stacking so far. They'll go on to NB bottom lane trying to punish, but he has the stick and the dagger. Cookie is there, stunning on Spectre. Spectre will go down to the Scatter Blast of 6-Dog. Meanwhile, top lane, the Beast, surprise, surprise, he's diving. Goes to M-John, the bash is there, the crush is there, the cold feet now, of course, in the juke. Now, M-John salves, Beast goes in, hits him once again, needs one more hit for the bash, it appears. Will go in, has it now. Will get the kill there with the right-click damage, and now he's on the jukes. Then we'll run away from that T1 tower.
Wow, he actually survived.
The Beast of US East. My god. You'd love to see it. That's a big rune too for the Storm. That's a haste rune. This is
net worth?
Yeah, it's a relatively low net worth lead. Looking at the distribution, Slardar #1 in net worth. That's a good tale.
Storm's hitting top. He's gonna get the Storm or a Terrorblade.
He balls in on the Sasquatch. Sasquatch still has no Thunder Skilled. Would not save him anyways. Terrorblade will go down. It's now a killing spree for the Beast of US East. And, well, this top lane has turned into an absolute disaster for the side of earning the wins. We're at the point now where the only saving grace is that Radiant's tower push is very bad. So this tower might live for another few minutes, but when the minute 10 siege unit comes, that tower will not be long for life.
Yeah, I think they can take it very easily if Jakiro rotates out there as well. Around the 10-minute mark.
Of Jakiro, I mean, he just harasses Hamuzi mid lane. They're playing. I mean, this entire 5 dudes team is playing relatively ballsy right now. They do not have fear of death.
Surprising, they're kicking like this Terrorblade out of lane or in this top lane out, but they're only barely 1k go ahead.
It's one of those things where despite Terrorblade being kicked out of lane, the reason why Envy is so poor is because he just did not really go up to the wave that much in the lane. He played very defensively, leading them being very, very poor. We're at the point now where, I mean, right now Radiant have momentum, but it seems like Dire are trying to farm their Terrorblade. Eventually Terrorblade may just get too big to fail. Question is, when will that point happen? Maybe 3, maybe 4 items. Probably like Treads, maybe Manta BKB. Then he's good to go, but he's certainly not there yet.
Let's see, what is Beast of UV? Someone has this Blink Dagger. Around 10 minutes, that's pretty scary.
I mean, he's been the real benefactor of the top lane being such a benefit for his team. And now, well, mid lane are going on to Jakiro. Ice Path is there hitting on the 2. They're still going Inconcealance, balling in onto Tusk. Spectre, haunts, Envy engages, Dagger is there, in comes Vortex onto Leshrac. Leshrac is in danger, pops the Pulse Nova, but still will go down. It's 2 kills, 4 fatalness, and it's good team play from 5 dudes. Now, twice this game, there's been big turns, which should have been a Dire favored advantage, into a double kill for the Radiants. And they tip. Morse kisses are there from 6-Dog, looking for Notorious. Notorious instantly goes down. Ice Blast comes in. The Twins will be fine, but that's... I mean, good play there by 6-Dog, just being ready for that tower push.
See what is Spectre opting for.
Falcon Blade Ags. The most unsurprising item build with Etch. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like Falcon Blade... I'm not sure where Falcon Blade came from. Do you know where Falcon Blade came from? I feel like everybody thought it was garbage until like 3 weeks ago, and now everyone's buying it in every hero.
It's just the bonus health. That's a lot of bonus health. It actually makes like these Agi cores like playable, and everyone wants to spam their mana too. Like Terrorblade needs mana to spam illusions.
Well,
Spectre
Beast
needs to
goes
spam
in,
dagger.
bot lane, Will gets there as well, into the vortex, on Terrorblade will go down, Radiant go for more. They go to Tusk. Tusk will snowball to delay, but can he live? He went for the small cramps. Now, well, in comes the amplified damage. Across the face is there. Kitten will go down. It's 2 kills for the side of 5 above average dudes. And this is a team that has a lot of power right now. They are ready to go, and the Beast wants to go in for more. He now dives tower for M-John. Ice Blast hits, but now the Beast is running. Hammingsy slows. Ka is nearby. The Beast may go down. The Beast will go down. Far too far on the dive for the Beast of US East, and earning the wins absolutely punish him. They're going off Notorious bottom lane as well. Ice Path will be there. It will miss. Now Snowball comes in onto Jakiro. He will pig pull. The pig pull kept him alive. It gave him too much move speed. Valve has smiled on Notorious on this fine day.
He just has 2 neutral items.
It is extremely fortuitous. Who's missing a neutral item? Ka. Ka does not have one. Looks like Radiant are going in bottom lane though. It will be a Blink Crush from the Beast, though Dire are aware of his jumping, so they will back off accordingly. Which means it's mostly Spectre who's benefiting from this game state. She's the one who's alone farming. Everyone else is pretty much grouped.
She still needs to catch up quite a bit. He's down quite a bit of gold. Is that 600 against the hard carry?
Yeah, it's not great. Well, bottom lane, Dire's gone in, Snowball misses now, and Radiant engage on a 6-dog. Murderous are canceled, 6-dog will go down. Ice Path comes in, hitting onto, I believe, 2. Radiant, though, once again, die. Volley Punch was used. Ice Path, Macropire there on 2. They both should be dead. M-John low, Skitten low, both of them are now dead. It's 3 more kills for the 5 above average dudes, and well, it is tier 1 tower siege time.
That was a juicy Ice Path macro.
That's exactly what they needed.
This is what I was talking about. Like, their team is.
Well, here we go again.
Well,
they're going on to Sasquatch with 4. He's in the 1v4. He should go down. He has Thunder, but he's vortex in. It won't even matter. Down goes Sasquatch. Huge kill there for the 5 above average dudes. And, well, they're going to relocate right back to the bottom tier 1 tower to perhaps continue that siege. Though Dire TPing. It's now a 2v2 in the bot lane. 6-dog is there. Headed for Notorious. M-John is there as well, but it's the pig pull again from Notorious. They simply get away.
As I was saying, just what I was talking about, like their team has like very low cooldowns, so they can just keep constantly looking for fights. It's hard for them to like disengage against them as well.
It's one of those things. I mean, sure, they have some big cooldowns, but they don't need everything to fight, you know? Like, the Beast goes in with basically a Blink Dagger cooldown. Goes in, Thanos joins him with Ball Lightning, who has no cooldown. And there we go, it's dead 6-dog. Another good jump there for the side of the Radiant, and they're going to die for more. They see M-John and Kitten under the tower. The Beast has his Blink currently on cooldown thanks to the Ice Blast residual damage, but he still wants to dive. And he sees Sasquatch instead. That man is in the trees. He may still be gone on by the Beast. I mean, he certainly wants to go, but not sure if he can find the angle. Reflection is there to hit the Slardar. Ice Shards come in. Actually knocks the Slardar outside of the Ice Shards. Everybody is fine, but 6-dog, who is still dead. This is interesting. We're going to see possibly multiple fights break out right now, one bot lane and one mid lane. Question is, where does it happen? It's a 2v3 man, it's a 2v2 bottom lane, and Haunt is still on cooldown for 50.
I think Beast just running bottom.
Yeah, they have recognized that bottom is where to be. Macropire, Ice Path, zone the Dire away, and they now go on 6-log with the Beast. The Beast has popped the Amplify, but does not actually go in. Radiant may be misreading the situation right now. Hammingsy comes in looking for Notorious. Relocate is there. Now they go. Leshrac, the target, takes down Jakiro. Ice Blast comes in. Outfield. Sados is still alive. 6-dog dead. Hammingsy dead. Fatalist took a lot of damage, but he's still alive. Now, Ka, the target. Relocate is ending soon. Will he live? Yes, he will! So it ends up being a 2-for-1 trade, one which the Radiant, I am sure, are very, very happy with.
That was a clean disengage from both of them. And then only losing a 5 or 2 cores. All holding tier 1. Really good.
At T1 though, well, it's not long for life.
Yeah.
See, they popped the glyph and they brought in the Jakiro, and Dire, they're playing scared. They do not want to mess around with the engage of the Radiant. They don't want to play around the Slardar Storm being missing. Even though they're on this ward, they were aware, like, hey, they're rotating in. We don't want to do this. So they back off away accordingly back to their tri-camp and to their top lane. Well, it's time for everybody's favorite episode is, what are the carries buying? It is Envy. About 2k away from that Aghanim Scepter. And we have Sasquatch about 2k away from the Manta, so both of them should have that relatively soon. Bot lane, the brawls continue. Storm goes in looking for Mjon. Mjon low, Snowball comes in, Mjon sticks still, that's what's there on 2. Fire comes in, hitting after nobody. Mjon dead. The Beast is low, the Beast may go down, he TP's away, doesn't get away, more are there, the Beast goes down. So it ends up being a 1-for-1 offlaner for support trade. And now Dire have also defended their tier 1 tower. They Reflection. They go on to Notorious, who's tanking Metamorphosis damage of Sasquatch. Shards come in. They hit this time on the Notorious. Radiant are nearby. Big Bull is there, but Notorious is low. Thanos balls in, looking for Kitten. Kitten low. Kitten may go down. Vortex is there. Io, the target of the Dire, but Io's still alive. And now Hamingzy TP's in, looking for to engage. They have 3, including their tower push right now, but can they still go? Radiant have 3, and they have TP's for more soon. They have Haunt as well. Edict kills the tower, and now Dire retreat. And that is... There is no rest in this game. It is non-stop action. You'll love to see it.
There are 23 kills in this game so far, 18 minutes. On only 3 towers. 3 towers, yeah. They actually have more towers on Dire.
Makes some sense. I mean, they have a much better tower push in the Dire. I'm sure Mjon is really happy right now. Look at Mjon. He's just peacefully sitting bottom lane. At long last away from the fight. Mid lane, though, Ice Blast will come in. Snowball as well. Ice Blast, well, it will miss. Fatal's balls in, looking for Tusk, but he has relatively low mana. Ka gives him mana. Haunt is there. Radiant wants to die. He balls in, looking for 6-Thug. Mega Power comes in on 2. Beast comes in. He looks to Crush. He's still stunned. Crush comes in. It's there on 3. Hamingzy, 6-Thug, Kitten. They're all dead. 3 kills for 5 dudes. 2 kills for Envy. And, well... mentioned there was 3 towers taken, it's about to turn to 4. Mid lane tower, not long for life.
Notorious with an amazing Ice Path and macro again.
He's been playing really well this game. I've been very impressed by the play of Notorious.
Storm has a Bloodstone at 19 minutes, it's really good. I'm actually surprised he opted for that instead of just an Orchid. But definitely the right decision.
It's I mean, it's one of those things he probably predicted, like, hey, Sasquatch is probably gonna buy a Manta. Might as well not buy the Orchid, but it would still make some sense to go for Orchid against, say, the non-Sasquatch players. But given Hamingzy also bought Eels, I guess it makes sense. They both will have some means to purge it off.
Oh, are they gonna find the AA?
I don't think the courier saw him. He is oh no, the courier. I think the courier saw him there. It did not. Either that or they literally don't care about the AA kill. One of the 2. Top lane on the ball in looking for Sasquatch. Envy has Haunted. Real Kid is there. It's a 4 on Sasquatch. Ice Blast comes and hits on the menu. Sasquatch, he's already dead. The Beast pop BKB, and he might even want to get more. Never mind, he will not find more, but it's still a massive kill there for 5 dudes. Sasquatch once again dead. It's his 5th death of the game. 0-5-0 on Sasquatch.
And they're just gonna take a rush now. I don't know if they can, though.
If slaughtered, it'll be fine. Right.
Ah, never mind, AA's blasted down.
She has a long... It's got a 60-second cooldown now. I mean, the previous patch nerfs brought level 1 Ice Blast down to a 60-second cooldown. And, well, it does mean it will be an easy Aegis for Fatalist on the Storm. The Beast goes in for more. He crushes nothing, but he wanted the kill. I love this. I just love this man so much.
Interesting. Snapfire opted for a Glipnir.
Huh. What do you normally expect in, say, a core Snapfire like that?
Blink and Shard.
I guess it makes sense, like Blink, Shard, maybe Aghanim Scepter make a lot of sense, but it is 6-Thug. He does not care about others. Oh, I have missed the kill, damn it! Bot lane, though, it was Envy and the Beast who went in on the Hammies. He was in the bottom lane. The Shadow Step of the Aghanim Scepter of the Spectre on the Blink Slaughter was far too much for Hammies to survive, and I'm sad. That's my first kill in this all game.
I'm sorry, I distracted you with the clip there.
That's so it's gonna happen eventually, anyways. Don't worry. Mid lane though, Gleipnir is there. The Beast will pop his BKB. Now heads on a 6-log. Launch Punch is there in the Slaughter. The Beast, he's just charging forward. Envy, Fatals have arrived. No kick comes in. This could be disaster for the Dire. 6-dog dead, and they want to fight for more. Ice Path will miss, but they want Sasquatch. Sasquatch is stunned. Sasquatch, he's under. No, he cannot. Down goes Sasquatch. They head to Kitten and to M-John, both the target. Snowball is there on the Cub. Cub relocates back to his safety. Ice Path is there onto the AA. AA goes down. Back to Tusk. Vortex is there. Down goes Tusk quite soon. He'll be dead as well. It's 4 more kills for the side of 5 dudes and Hammingsy. The lone survivor was already dead at the start of the engagement. It's a disaster so far for etW.
Oh man. Their team is just so fast. It's so easy to engage on them. They have nothing to stop it. I thought the Tusk would be enough with like Snowball Blink, but why doesn't it have Blink?
Yeah, he's basically an entire blink away from buying Blink Dagger. That's part of the problem. Thanos goes in though, looking for Hammingsy. Leitner is there now. Radiant. They haunt in. They want this engagement. Thanos lose the Aegis. They want Envy. Envy dead. Disastrous dive there from the Radiant. Thanos returns, finds Hammingsy, now balls away. Can he live? Vortex there in M-John. M-John low. M-John may go down here. Thanos once again balls in. He's stunned though by M-John. Cookie is there as well. Beast engages. Sasquatch dead. And now they go to Kitten and Thanos. Bloodstone active is popped. Kitten dead. 6-dog the target. 6-dog dead. Ultra kill for Fatal. And well, maybe the dive was not too far. It's a 5 for 1. It's a full 5-man wipe. My lord.
Oh, this Iowa and this Slaughter Blink initiation is really strong. He actually has Shard, and he just stunned everyone right there.
Well, the Beast goes for more. He finds M-John. Fatalist comes in. He's beyond godlike. Oh no, M-John with the dieback.
Very ambitious buyback.
And well, it's a very ambitious TP as well. Tusk is instantly eviscerated by the side of, well, everybody but Envy. And they call the GG. I mean, this is a clinic by 5. Oh, they call it it's a question mark. Oh my lord. This is that is wow. All right then, that is possibly some bad blood here, but we'll be going to game 2 with etW having lost game 1. Holy hell. I mean, this makes your job really easy. What is there to analyze? I mean, my god. What can you analyze? I mean, Sasquatch was some James Bond shit, 007, man. This is not good.
Honestly, I really liked it how Storm opted for a Bloodstone, and it actually led him to like spiral out of control. With this Beast of USC's getting like a very like strong lane partner and just getting like a 12-minute blink, I believe. 10-minute blink. I'm sorry.
So we can check this right now. We can go to player items, Slardar 1024,
and that just opens up the map for them. They can't play on the side lanes by themselves with the relocate and the slaughter blinkins. And with Storm basically being like a global hero as well. It's very hard. Anyone by themselves just die. Oh, and with Haunt. Notorious playing very well too. Landing multiple ice paths with Macropyre. This Beast of UXT's guy just not afraid of anything, just charging in. Or what is it? A blasted, no fear.
He's got no fear of death. 0 fear of death. Man, that is just a wild Dota game right there. I mean, look at Cuz stat line. 0 kills, 0 deaths, 24 assists. He was involved in, about 70% of his team's kills there. That's just wild.
This Iowa hero is actually really strong right now. I'm surprised people are now just figuring it out. I didn't think it was that strong either until TI came around, but I was proved wrong for sure.
I mean, they definitely have to ban out the IO next game, right? There's no way. This is the best IO player in Lads, almost certainly. So yeah, you have to ban out the IO. Just gotta ban the IO.
Yeah, IO is a first phase ban-worthy hero.
Especially Ka IO. I mean, this is... You know, I have the stats. I can check this. I'm going to look up the stats on Ka IO in Lads this season. Let's see what we've got. Let's see what we've got. Let's see here. Go to teams. Let's go to 5 dudes. Picks and bans. Yeah, they have picked IO 7 times. With a 71% win rate.
Is that 1 loss?
5 and 2.
My math is very good for being Asian.
Miss, dear Lord. But it's... I mean, it's one of those things where this team basically lives and dies by Tiny IO. They've picked Tiny or they've had IO, or had Tiny or IO banned against them literally every game but one. It's a 92% pick ban rate here against them, so very clearly this IO Tiny stuff is really contested against them. And going into game 2, I mean, you just ban Tiny IO, right?
I think so. Actually, yeah. I guess it doesn't matter because BCBs can just get any animal hero and just do the things normally. Just dive in, getting picks.
Okay, we're being told the question mark was because there was a GG call showing up on the screen of the Radiance, not because of bad manners. And that is from the word of the Beast of USC, so I trust that man's word. But it did seem pretty suspicious, the bad manners.
It might have been because it's terribly disconnected. I'm not sure though.
We'll have to see what happens here in G2. I mean, this is a game where, I mean, earning the wins are obviously still in a very good spot to make playoffs, but they actually have not played many games. I mean, they've only played, this is now their 5th series? 6th series, okay. They still have 3 more to play, and hypothetically, if they drop a bunch of games, it could be bad for their ability to make playoffs. I mean, honestly, they're not going to miss playoffs, but this difference means they have like the 2 seed and having to have a 5 seed, you know?
Yeah. Alright, what do you think ECW have to do now? Personally, I didn't like what items they bought. Especially on the Snapfire and the Tusk.
What they have to do is delay long enough for Dark to arrive again. That's what they need to do. But they have not done that. They'll be playing with Cat instead of Dark. So hopefully for etW's sake they can bounce back, but if not, then we may be in for another very active game. And they have not banned out the Tiny or the IO, which means either Tiny or IO will be available, which means this team will pick either Tiny or IO. And this is interesting. Notice, it's now Sasquatch drafting for etW. Before it was
Hamzing, right?
Hamzing, yeah, and now it's Sasquatch. Interesting.
He's the carry player. He wants no say into his hero, or all the say into his hero.
I mean, obviously, Sasquatch. This guy used to be, captain for Odd Otters. Pretty strategically adept player, but generally speaking, from what I can tell, Hamzing is the calm one on that team, while Sasquatch would be of the ape variety. But apparently they're ready to go ape, and well, surprise, surprise, IO has been picked. Response pick is the Tiny, though, so at least 5 dudes will not have their precious Tiny IO combo, but they have the more important half, that ball. In etW first phase, they're a Windrunner. They say, you know what? It got banned out second phase and last game. 6dog wants this hero. We're going to give him this hero.
Very interesting. I'm not sure if Woodrunner is that good of a hero to be picked first.
It's a hero that 6-Dog likes to play. I think they want him on Comfort Hero. That's what I can see, at least. You know, fun fact, BreezyR, usually I host the lobbies for a reason. You wanna know why?
Why?
I want you to look at your screen and tell me what's wrong with what is wrong with the screen right now. What is wrong? What did Notorious not do?
Put the counter?
He did
The
not
1-0,
put the
right?
counter. He did not put the counter. And I'm mad now.
Team ban.
He's made me mad. Supposed to put the counter on, man. I'm hosting the loudest again now on. I thought I could trust Notorious. I thought I could trust him. He said I could trust him. All right, you good on water and whatnot?
Yep, my brother actually just brought me food, so.
Oh, very cool. I'm gonna grab some water. I'll see you in about a minute or two.
Dire team ban.
So etW, I'll take the ban Spectre out.
10 seconds remaining.
That's surprising.
5
Puck ban
seconds.
for the Ember. Death Prophet?
Radiant team ban. Radiant team pick.
etW, snap banning the Slaughdar. Good old respect ban for Beast of US East.
Dire team pick. Face the light. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
All right, I have returned. What kind of interesting? Oh, it's Dawnbreaker. Okay.
10 seconds.
I think that's a okay hero. Not sure it's the best because they don't really have good catch for December Spirit now. Besides Tiny.
It's one of those things where once they can get one stun onto the Ember, they can get more stuns onto the Ember, but you have to land that first stun first.
I'm very surprised 5 above average dudes ban the Death Prophet. I see this hero like very well against Tiny because of the max HP he gets. Gaining like what 4 or 4.2 strength every level.
Something like that. It's a lot of strength for the Tiny. Also, a hero that classically, actually, you that's what me for Radiant Bandit, but no, Dire Bandit.
Yeah,
It's one of those
that's
things where, I mean,
right.
Hammingsy loves to play Death Prophet, and I don't think Fatalist wants to play that, so maybe that's why, like, we don't want Hammingsy to play his fabled DP, but this is
That's a hero.
interesting. This is an almost sort of different style than you normally expect from 5 dudes, but it makes a lot of sense. It's not necessarily the traditional Blink Initiator, but other than the Blink Initiator part, this is the exact kind of hero that the Beast would love to use. He'll buy a blink anyways, so it won't matter. It does mean potentially that Fatal is going to play very well this game on the Ember to really
Team ban.
like begin engagements, but I think this should work out just fine for 5 days.
Whoa.
Wait, what?
It might be tiny mid in Lundred 1.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Hamzy is a LD player, while Sasquatch is literally a former StarCraft professional, so I'm pretty sure his micro skills are fine. I'm pretty sure his micro skills are just fine.
The LD in the safe lane, though, I don't think it's that good
Radiant
compared to like having a B mid and you can just punk out the mid laner a lot easier. But against
That
two
seems like
heroes,
a good matchup too into Ember, right?
yeah, it's a really good matchup with Ember.
Maybe
But, like,
maybe they lane swap then.
Hopefully, because playing LD against Night Stalker IO, I don't know if you can even bully them out.
This is... I mean, yeah, it's a very, very tanky hero. Without the IO, you add that IO regen, it's very hard for
remaining.
him to deal with that necessarily, you know?
5 seconds remaining.
Certainly interesting. I mean, I like that they're mixing it up. I don't think you can play the exact same sort of game as last game and hope to win, because last game is very clear the 5 dudes are ready to play the run at you style. We're going to run at you, we're going to shove it down your throat, we're going to kill you. And, well, they ran it down at them, they shoved it in their throat, and they killed them repeatedly, so I think it's right for them to go for a different sort of style where now they can play the more maneuverable game. They have, 4 heroes that either are just high HP heroes or have a maneuverability tool, so that should at least mix things up.
They had this really good counter nation with Solar Guardian.
Solar Guardian, it's an interesting skill, I'm not necessarily sure how good it is, to be honest, but it's certainly interesting.
If you get like a Holy Locket and an Axe, it's crazy. Like he just heals them back to full basically, 60% evasion as well.
And so I didn't say the Aghanim Scepter too. I saw at TI earlier today, we saw a Dawnbreaker Ags. That seems really legit.
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
It's really good because like if Lundred doesn't get his ultimate off, then like he's going to die if Night Stalker blinks on him.
That is an NV classic, for sure. One of the heroes he's definitely more comfortable on the carry role, so it makes sense to say, you know what? It synergizes well with our Night Stalker. It's a hero our carry player is comfortable playing. Let's go pick some Luna.
5 seconds remaining.
I have no idea what etW need right now. I legitimately have no idea what they need.
They need like some high magic burst, I believe.
Choose your
Or that.
My Dota is deciding not to cooperate. I literally... Oh, there... Oh! Okay, there it is. I think, I don't think Underlore was on my game cache. It hasn't been picked in like a year, so... It literally took like 10 seconds to load.
It's not bad. It's a good catch for Ember Spirit. You just put Pit of Malice for when he slates. Guarantee catch.
Well, that is interesting. From what I can tell, it'll be a mid-Underlord, an offlane farming
tiny
Windrunner, a 4 Tiny, a 5 Dawnbreaker, and a carry Lone Druid. That is that's verifiably interesting.
remaining.
Their team is very beefy though. Besides the Windrunner.
It's not like Windrunner dies very easily unless you stun her. If you stun her, she dies, but if you don't, then she'll just not die. See, you know what would have been nice? If they paused after the draft screen ended. That would have been nice. A fun fact, in like pro rule sets, a lot of pro rule sets for tournaments, if you pause during the draft, then you will get punished the next game.
That is very interesting.
So it's nice to not see any draft time pauses. Have you ever watched Ping Pong the animation?
Ping pong animation?
It's like it's an anime, but it's not like anime. You know, like I'm not really an anime guy, but Ping Pong the animation is nothing like normal anime. It's like 12 episodes. It has like a really weird art style that I love, and it's got a great soundtrack. If you're a fan of like sports movies or sports like anime, you would love Ping Pong the animation. Big fan. I recommend it to literally everybody, and nobody's watched it, but it is by far the best anime I've ever watched in my life. So that's all I have to say is Ping Pong animation, big fan.
Take a look at it.
It's like
need something new to watch
it's like 12 or 13 episodes as well. It's not very long, so you can get it done in like a weekend.
Yeah, I haven't watched anything recently. I've been waiting for Chainsaw Man to come out or Jobless Reincarnation to come out.
I'm not even going to pretend that I know what that is.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about how much of a weeb I am.
I mean, people can see your profile picture, they know. They know.
It's fine, dude. Not many people know what it's from.
That's true. I don't know what it's from, but if you if you are just joining us, welcome to Game 2 of Earning the Wins, etW, taking on 5 above-average dudes. 5 dudes pulled off perhaps an upset, Game 1, taking it in absolutely dominating fashion. Now etW look to bounce back. My name, well, it's Badger. I am joined by the one and only BreezyR, and hopefully we're in for some more good Dota 2.
Huh, this Lone Druid is opting for Blightstone and or Venom right away. No regen. No stats.
I'm trying to set up the Twitch prediction, but the problem is I may have done it too late. We're already seeing... Yeah, do it fast, do it fast. Oh god. Okay, we did it. 5 dudes. etW. 2 minutes. Start prediction. Okay, we did it. We did it. First blood now. Never mind, no first blood. We're seeing an attempt on the Sasquatch's bear. It will take some damage here. I don't think it will die, but it certainly will lose about half of its HP, give or take. Huh, what is... My man, Kitten here on Tiny is very far forward. Like, he is very, very far forward on the Tiny. Seeing a lot of heroes are just very, very far forward right now.
Yeah, he's fine. He's got boots.
That's true.
They don't have that good catch either.
Yeah, not at all. They have, if anything, I mean, you really can't come up with a worse set of heroes to catch things. At least not at this stage of the game. Maybe eventually when, eventually you get, you know, Ember spells and Bane spells. Then you have a lot of catch, but at level 1?
Yeah, they're level
Dear
1
God.
is... Yeah. I can't wait to play with that V and just spam the laugh at her.
Just spam the laugh like, it's what you cost to the world. Ha 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 ha.
I just make fun of her for every now and then. Send her a message.
It's like, aha, look at you with your line, it's being spammed. Whatever will you do all the money you're getting from this?
She was laughing about it, or she got mad about it for having it spammed against her when they killed her.
That's karma right there. That is lit. I mean, I'm sure. Well, I'm sure she'll be fine, but
yeah. There's a lot of Dota simps.
I mean, for sure. I mean, if there's nothing else with the Dota community, there's a number of simps. We even have a team in this league called Frostfire Simps. So
yeah.
it's certainly not out of the ordinary in that sense.
So I guess I was wrong about this Lone Druid. He's actually doing pretty well so far. I thought we'd be struggling with last hits with his build, but
I actually almost see First Blood top lane, but it does not happen. We end up seeing everyone barely get away there. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, some cool stuff is still not occurring. We are still waiting for Lone Druid to get levels, of course, and then Netsucker wants it to be nighttime, so he does not want to play Dota 2 necessarily.
I just watched Ember cut the middle wave.
Huh.
Like behind the tier 1.
I actually missed that. That's a little bit interesting. That is a little
Sorry,
bit
I like
interesting.
watched it and I was just like very confused. I guess that makes sense. Firestorm is actually an insane spell.
Even with the Flame Guard, it's hard for Fatal to even tank it. In top lane, once again, see an Avalanche there onto the Bane. Bane actually, he's still alive. He took a lot of damage, but did not go down. Meanwhile, bot lane, Starbreaker is there. They're looking for the Beast of US East. And Ka. Ka will now tether away to the Night Stalker. Everybody will be fine. So once again, no kills quite yet. We're not seeing the same aggression we saw in the laning phase last game, which is a little bit unfortunate.
Give it 2 minutes.
I was gonna say 2 minutes or so. When everyone gets leveled, it'll be a little better. But last game was non-stop, pop, and stainless steel. There's constant stuff going on there, and this game's a little more calm. We're seeing an Avalanche top lane from the Tiny, but nothing to any kind of kill attempt, just to grab that range creep secure, of course. What do you normally buy on a mid-underlord anyways?
That's a good question. We might just offer an Atos. Give them a little bit more catch.
It's like, would you consider buying a Blink this game on Underlord? Like, I've got, you just buy like offline items? I've got no idea. You buy right-click items, like an Assault Cuirass? I have no idea. You don't see this hero mid.
I might be a psycho and just go Atos, Overwhelming Blink or something like that.
Sounds fun. Bot lane nursing attempt on the Mjon, the Beast, and Ka earn at tower, but there still is no kill. Sasquatch's Bear may actually go down here. It's very low on HP. It's plus 300 gold to the Beast, actually. It's a massive kill there for the Beast. Plus 300 gold. Literally puts him in #1 in net worth in doing that, but... that's a little bit interesting. But you know what? You know what time it is? In just 30 seconds?
Nighttime.
It's nighttime time. It's on. I'm excited.
Just needs a little bit of mana. I think Ka's up. He's getting closer to Soul Ring.
He's got a Mango as well to use it on the Beast if he needs to. Pop the Mango, give them both mana, and then continue the diving, continue the action. We're seeing Sasquatch though, actually contesting Ka at the Ancients, looking to perhaps block the stack, but did not block that stack on the Ancients, so a little bit unfortunate there for Sasquatch.
It's a little dangerous there.
Now all the Beast goes in onto Sasquatch. Mjon has arrived. Starbreaker actually missed something. I Sucker Ka now arrives to go onto Mjon. Mjon's taking a lot of damage. Mjon is trying to run. He's trying to not die. And in a few minutes, first blood's drawn by the Beast of US East, and they now die for more. The root is there on a cuff, and Sasquatch is bare. The Beast does not care. Mango is there, breaking mana to Sasquatch. Fatal survives as well. Sasquatch once again is being dove under that tower. He should go down here. Will now go down. Ka is low. Kitten now rise on the Tiny. Down goes Ka to the tower damage. Now it's Tiny trying to stay alive in the bot lane in the 1v2. He has heroes TPing in. They still want to fight, but I'm not sure what they can do. Mjon has arrived, but Fatal is hard to kill. Hammer comes in. They want to get Fatal. Fatal actually has no mana left to use the Remnant, but can they find him? No, they cannot. So it ends up being a 1-for-2 trade in the bottom lane. And actually means that Sasquatch has no bear. It is on cooldown still.
He'll be fine. It's almost up.
That's fair.
But that was a lot of rotation. That was 3 TPs used. So Tiny's kind of stuck down here.
Well, they toss in the IO to the Lone Druid. The bear is back. Mjon comes in. Starbreaker once again misses and now head over to Night Stalker, but he's just very fast. Now the root is there onto IO. IO actually goes down. Sasquatch gets lucky with the bear root. The IO is now dead. Very important kill there. Meanwhile, mid lane, they dive onto Handming with Fatalist and Notorious. Handming goes down to that Sleight of Fist. Meanwhile, Notorious actually ended up denying the mid-tier one. The siege unit was hitting that one unopposed for a very long time. As a result, he actually had to deny his own mid-tier 1 tower.
Good deny, but it still opens up the map. Makes going into your triangle a little bit easier.
Actually could be very important because Radiant are aware there's a stack here and there's a stack here. Correction, they tried to stack here, I should say. They didn't successfully stack here. So they're aware that Dire want to play in their own tri-camp with the Luna, so with this T1 dead, it's like, hey, that direction. Go walk on in. Easy kills.
Yep. Gives them 2 smoke paths. Pretty nice.
It's one of those things too, where you see these teams like so vehemently defend their mid T1 tower. Now they're diving top bot lane onto Lone Druid once again. Radiant are TP and Starbreaker will miss. Now the Beast may be in danger. He did ascend. He's trying to run, and with that free walking, he's just too fast. Power Shot came in and missed. Now we're seeing Fatalist has rendezvoused with his teammates. Does not engage though. Both teams will not back off.
Yeah, they just back off. They force 2 TPs, Tiny and the Winner. It's really good.
And now it's nighttime. There's been a lot of brawling here in the bot lane area. Now, well, Radiant R is 4. They want to do something. Question is, what can they accomplish? Current answer, nothing. But they want to do something. And they'll smoke around with 3. Dire did not see it. They do not have the vision. See, they're smoking instead to the mid lane. It's a big kill on Fatal if they can get it, but it's never an easy kill. They'll even Remnant away. This smoke gank will miss unless they go all the way to top.
Are they gonna use Castwatch?
Now Sasquatch being gone on by Fatalists. The chains were there. Sasquatch TP's away and gets Eels down!
And he gets them.
The damage is too much. Meanwhile, top lane, they go on to Hammingsy, but Envy and Notorious. Hammingsy turns. Six Dog, Kitten, they arrive. Tackle, it's there on to Avalanche, into the toss. Down go both, it should be. Both of them will go down to Hammingsy. So across, now it's a 2-for-1, but Sasquatch on the Lone Druid. He is suffering right now.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Dawnbringer finding a couple of stacks, or Breaker finding a couple of stacks. Actually stacking it again.
It's like me and Radiant will obviously try to grab those sooner rather than later after this tier 1 tower goes down top lane. Or just now, never mind. Starbreaker is there, Kitten is nearby on the Tiny.
Luna getting a, what is that, quad stack Ancients? With Io helping?
That is a massive stack. Should help accelerate her game significantly. I mean, she's at Treads and the Mask right now, so not too far away. Meanwhile, in the jungle, Fatalist engages onto M-John. M-John will go down now. Dire head over to Kitten. Remnant is there. They want to get the Tiny as well. Ember is tossed back to his own Bane, but Nice Locker and Bane are on the rendezvous, as is Ka. Roach's aggro. Checkle's there on it too. Avalanche is there on the floor, but Tiny is just trying to stay alive. The ball's coming. Down goes the Rock. It's 2 more kills for 5 dudes, and much like last game, the aggression, it's constant. Now Dire, they head for Sasquatch, but they cannot find him. He's under his mid T2 tower. They hit the bear anyways. Now Radiant, the ones who TP, and Checkle Shot comes in on Nice Sucker and Ember. Starbreaker's there on 2 as well. Dire may retreat to the Radiant side tri-camp, but it's already down Nice Sucker. Fatalist, Remnant's away. Io TP's away, and now Notorious is there as well, trying to keep the Ember alive. Power Shot barely misses from long range. It would not have killed anyways, but ends up being a somehow only a kill there on Night Stalker in that part of the engagement. I guess it's Night Stalker for Tiny, technically.
A little scared for Sasquatch having this skill build at one point.
Mid lane, Fatalist may go down here. Avalanche, toss were used. Fatal is low. Actually has no mana for the Remnants. Now, down goes a rare misplay from Fatalist. Now, Dire engaged. Relocate is there. Solar Guardian is used onto the Tiny, getting him down a little bit away. And now Starbreaker comes in, stuns onto the Night Stalker with the Shackle as well. Night Stalker, the target. Relocate away back to the fountain by Ka. Great play there by Ka, bringing the Night Stalker away from the danger, but in the end, it's still a 1-for-0. The Dire side mid laner going down in the mid lane for nothing.
I mean, they got Bear. That's actually a lot of gold and experience.
Actually, that's true. I always forget the Bear is just 300 gold. It's a hero worth of gold.
Oh, Luna gave up on the stack.
It's just too big and strong.
She'll be fine. She has Mask Madness, Trez now. Her 5 hours dudes going for a smoke gank, looking for Sasquatch.
And they have an obvious target. They know Bear's on cooldown. They smoke with 3. Relocate's still on cooldown. Fatal has Slight in the chains if you can hit it. They now go in. Radiant are relatively nearby though. They may instead head for different kills. Sasquatch has moved into his own jungle rather than the tri-camp. Dire are at the Radiant tri-camp to now head top lane. They may see M-John. They may kill M-John. They're going into tier 1 tower side chains are there. Mjon turns with the hammer. Has Starbreaker, but he's not long for life. Brain Sap is there. Starbreaker stuns onto the Amber Spirit now. Remnant is there. Mjon is low. Mjon goes down. Radiant TP and Shackle's there onto the Bane and the Eye. Power Shot comes in onto 2. And Radiant want counter kills. They see Notorious and Ka. Avalanche comes in onto canceling the tether into the toss into a very dead Ka quite soon. Down goes Ka. Fantastic Avalanche there by Kitten. You hate to see it, Mjon says, and it's a 2-for-1. 1 support for 2 support trade. Okay.
Oh man, that's kind of rough. 2-for-1 trade just for supports as well. I failed smoking, kinda.
It's a bit
I kind of wish they just jumped the gun on Sasquatch right there. They knowing him having 1 bear.
I wasn't fully paying attention to the dire side vision. Perhaps they didn't see everybody and they were scared of some of the missing heroes. Obviously too late now. It's more of a hindsight thing. We're seeing Radiant though. They're grabbing the massive Dire Ancient Stack. Dire contested though. The Beast ascends. Envy. Rendezvous. Phalos is in the middle. Dark Rift is there. Radiant want to now disengage. It's a 4v4. Eclipse is used. Radiant take a lot of damage, but nobody dies! The Dark Rift from Hanmingzi. It's fantastic, but it does mean that Dire will claim their own Ancient Stack. Meanwhile, in the jungle, they head to Bane. Bane certainly is dead, but the Beast is still ascended. He has arrived. Heads for Mjon. Fatalist, Remnants in. Relocate even is committed. Mjon certainly is dead. So across the map, it is a 1-for-1. Once again, 5 support for 5 support trade. So relatively even stuff, but still an absolute pleasure to watch here.
I started laughing seeing the level 1 Lucid Beam Eclipse.
It's it's some damage. You know, you expect Eclipse to do damage, right? You expect it to do damage. And it just didn't. I mean, yeah, it does it does 450 damage. For 150 mana, BreezyR, it's not too bad. Dear lord.
I mean, they did defend it, so I guess.
We're seeing Tiny and
illusion.
the Ember man fighting once again. Ember is the one who engages. Bane's on the rendezvous. Starbreaker comes in, stunning onto the Ember, but Ember is still fine. Has Invis Room, looks to chase further, but now Radiant under the tower. Sightfist chain is there. Onto the Tiny. Tiny is still at meanwhile top lane they go. Onto the Nightstalker. The root is there from the bear. Onto the Nightstalker. The beast is trying to stay alive. The beast will go down. Back to mid lane once again. Tiny is still playing a fire. Avalanche tosses there onto the Ember. Ember is low. Starbreaker comes in looking to possibly stun on Fatalist. Fatalist goes down. Back to top lane again. Six Dog hits the tower, but Dire will look to engage. They have no grip, though. This could be a rough attempt on a kill, and they only have 3 heroes. Six Dog now looks to turn onto Notorious. Has the Shackle, but has no focus fire. Shackle misses, Avalanche hits. Ka relocates. It's there onto Notorious. Notorious is fine!
Nice save. Oh, they were actually opting for a gank on Underlord.
Should hate to relocate there from Ka. Bringing all the way to the bottom lane even. But now Ka's in danger, but the Beast has arrived as well. It will be a 3v5 in the Dire side jungle. Dire head to the west. They want to get Kitten. Mjon slows. Sasquatch's Bear engages. Avalanche is there and tosses well onto Nightstalker. And now they're man fighting. Grip is there though onto Sasquatch. Fantastic grip. Sasquatch goes down on the Beast. He's man fighting. Ember has respawned. Chains are there onto Mjon. Mjon goes down. Tiny joins him in the grave as well. 3 kills. Go to the Dire. Mjon tries to turn. That one is futile. Ends up being 3 kills for 5 dudes in their own jungle. An absolutely fantastic turn on that one. Whew. This is a wild game. This occurred to me. I had the hero lasted still on accidentally. Been so distracted. I had the hero lasted still on rather than the hero net worth.
They actually are very close to net worth. They're not even, what is that, 500 goldish? Not even 500 gold ahead.
Yeah, look at the graphics.
Very close game.
Very, very close. I mean, it's just 350 gold, which is about as small as the margins you can get, pretty much, realistically. Meanwhile, top lane, they head onto the Beast with M-John and Sasquatch. Do not find it. Meanwhile, mid lane, they head onto Luna. It's a big kill if they can get it. Luna eclipses, but it's doing no damage. Shackle shot from long range. Envy, Nightmare save, still alive. Envy, dead. Solar Guardian comes in, stun the Fatal, into Stormbreaker, in the focus fire. Fatal's still alive. Kitten, low, toss, air, Ember, dead. Radiant, alive. Shackle, they're on 2. Once again, Night Stalker Bane, the targets, pit there on 2. Relocate. Who does it save? It comes in, it saves the Beast. Fantastic save. They now head to Bane, who nightmares onto Underlord, but Radiant want to fight more. They toss back the Underlord away from the danger, and Radiant want the IO when he comes back. Can they find him? He's back. Can he tether? Doesn't even need to, but still Radiant pick up 2 massive kills on Ember and Luna.
Alright, 6 dogs Windrunner. Pretty nutty.
Yeah. There's a reason why it was the second place man last game. And now mid lane, Hammingsy may be too far forward. He's in a sticky situation. Fatal joins the fight. Chains are there as well, and well, they will bring down the Underlord quite easily in the 5v1, and now Radiant must scatter away. Their big tanky man is dead, and they will continue to split the map.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, well, Dire are looking. Pick mid tier 1. They have found M-John well under his tier 1 tower, close to tier 2 even. Fatalist has remnanted in. They want to get a kill on the Dawnbreaker. Dawnbreaker does go down. So M-John thought he was safe well past the T1 tower. It did not work.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Chris running out the tower, he's just like chilling there. Just run past it.
And now they head to Sasquatch. His bear is in danger. The fear is there onto Ember and the IO, but the Nightmare is there onto the bear. Nightmare now ends, but the bear should just go down here. It will go down here. Plus 300 gold for the Beast. How much gold does the Beast got in this game from bears?
900.
Is it that little?
They killed it. No,
It's
600.
been at least 3 times, right?
Yeah, 3 times, like 900
At
gold.
least 3.
But
Might even be more than that at this point. Bottom lane, though, Shackle is there on Night Stalker and Ember.
Oh, wow.
Ember was brought in by the relocate of Cut, and now 6-Dog tries to run away with magic damage is too much. Down goes 6-Dog, and Dire they smoke. They want to parlay into more. Who can they find? They're in the area of Kitten. Meanwhile, top lane, they engage onto Ka and Envy. Ka tethers away. Meanwhile, mid lane, they head into Handmingsy. Fatalist has 1 remnant, and the Beast is there. They're slow with the Void on Hammonds. He's now in the river. He's on the run. The Fatalist arrives with the Slight and the Chains. Atos is there, but it's a grip from Notorious. Down goes Hammingsy. M-John arrives. The Solar Guardian tried to help his teammates, but now he simply found a spot in the grave as well. Starbreaker is there onto Ember, but Dire engage. Chains miss. M-John low. M-John dead, and now Dire go for more. Perhaps not, actually, but it's still 3 more kills for the side of the Dire across the map. And they head right on into our good old buddy Roshan Spit.
these guys are just playing fast and getting these picks.
Well, here we
These
go.
unexpected picks, too.
It's daytime, though, and Radiant have arrived. Avalanche is there on a 3. The Beast is now hasted thanks to a haste stream, but Dire have left the pit. Sasquatch arrives. The true form is there. Eclipse comes in. His bear may be dead. The Saboteur is there on a 4. It's actually all 5. It's fantastic.
That's a Ravage.
The extremely low budget Ravage was used, but now it's still the 5v5. We are not out of the woods yet. And now Radiant are in the Roshan pit. They want the Roshan, and Dire, they know it. Radiant, huge play potential. They now smoke. They fight. M-John engages with the hammer. Atos is there. On to Envy. Avalanche comes in on a 2. And now Dire are distracted. Radiant are in the pit. The Beast is nearby. Sasquatch hits. Kitten dead. But Radiant, they will be claiming the Aegis. It goes to Sasquatch. But now Dire arrive. Envy and Fatalist, they fight. Ka is a target, though. Sober comes in, stunning onto the IO. Shackle comes in and misses. And now Focus Fire is there onto the Ember, but he's nightmared away on the Windrunner. Envy, dead. Huge kill on Luna. Salvador comes in onto the Ember. Ember's on the run. Side of this comes through. Now Relocate is there, bringing Fatalist away from the danger. Notorious, the target of the bear. The root is there. Down goes the Bane, and now, well, Radiant have claimed 3 and the Aegis, and will go for more. They know where Ka is returning. With that relocates. Fatalist arrives again. Ka, the target. Shackle shot does not last. The IO is dead. The Beast is there, trying to fight. He man fights. Sasquatch loses Aegis. Nightsucker low. Windrunner low. Nightsucker dead. Fatal balls in with the remnant. He may be in danger in the 1v5. He goes down as well. It's a full 5-man wipe for etW. Holy hell.
Wow, I think 5 above average dudes, being very ambitious with that Roche when it's about to be daytime. They have nothing to like do any damage to it actually. Luna's not the best. Ember's not the best to take it, so they just freely grab it when it's daytime. Or Radiant can just grab it when it's daytime.
Just a huge heads-up play there by etW. And they engage, looking for more. They have an avalanche in the pit there, onto the Bane. Nightmares himself, keeping alive for a little bit longer. Radiant, though, will chase. Shackle shot from
Another
long
shackle.
range there, onto Bane will go down. Radiant want to get more. Envy is the target. His Lucent Beam cancels Starbreaker, though, so now Radiant are the ones who are on the run. Dire are actually the ones who are chasing with the IO and the Luna. Six Dog, TPs, Fatalist arrives. Six Dog is gone now. Dark Rift is there, bringing everybody away. Except for the Bear of Sasquatch, who once again will be dead. Plus 300 for?
Oh.
Please be the Beast. The Beast of US East. I need a Beast Bear kill counter at this point. I've seen it 4
Radiant.
times on screen. It might be more than that.
Radiant instantly smoked.
That is interesting. Let's see how it goes. I mean, they're I'm not quite sure where they're going to go with this one. I mean, they're headed
Yeah,
top lane right now.
Yeah, that was kind of weird. They just smoked in the fountain just to get out faster.
And the smoke's already over. I mean, they see the Beast of US East, perhaps, but he's already gone. He is well and away safe. So who actually wins and say, if this game goes from right now, you know, it's mid 23, we're in the mid game. If this actually goes to the late game, who will be favored in a late game situation?
5 above average dudes.
Alright, so if I do just show a favorite in the late game, then what moves should etW be taking? We're talking like maybe take T2 tower, grab map control into the area,
Yeah.
or there it is, there it goes. Shackle is there, onto Night Stalker, Tiny the avalanche toss there as well, and that's one step in the correct direction. Night Stalker dead for 45 seconds, and well, this tier 2
Actually-
tower not long for life.
Yeah, maybe I was wrong. I'm not sure actually. I keep forgetting that Pit Lord actually scales very well to the late game.
That is true. Well, it may be a tower trade, or perhaps not. Six Dog has arrived bottom lane. Lift has been used by the Radiance. Radiance take top tier 2, now they're looking to defend their bottom tier
Beast is
2.
trying to-
Shackle comes in
Another
onto
good
the
Shackle.
Bane once again. Six Dog is out of control. Solar Guardian and Atos come down to Bane. Bane is dead. Dire will leave this man to die for sure, and well, they will get away on the IO and the Luna as well as the Ember Spirit. Very important they did, but across the map, it's 2 kills and a tier 2 tower, and for that matter, an outpost on top. That is some good stuff there for the side of etW, and they want more. They're not sitting on their laurels. They're smoking as 4 into the Dire side tri-camp. I believe they see the
They
Luna.
stand.
This could be huge. Shackle comes in, onto IO, does not lash. Real kick comes in, Envy, he's already so low, the heals, they're enough! Envy, he was saved by Ka, and Ka will return, but he will be back with a vengeance. The Beast, it is nighttime, and he can't ascend. This could be difficult. Let's find out. Ka has returned. Shackle comes in, but it does not latch onto Night Stalker. So Dire will get away, but Radiant have a bigger target. It is the bottom tier 2 tower.
I'm hoping they notice that there's a ward up there now.
That one? There?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
But they're just shackles from nighttime all the way over there. They should know that they have vision, and they're going to be fighting into their vision.
And they have smoked anyways, though. This could be interesting. They want to go. I mean, Bane, his smoke has popped, and I don't think Radiant saw him, though. So Dire knows somebody is there, but Radiants do not have that luxury. Regardless, though, the fight appears to be over. There's still no longer any Aegis. It was used during the fight a long time ago, so there's no Roshan to go to for a long time. I mean, it's at least 2 minutes 30 until the next Roshan, if not, 5 minutes 30 with a bit of bad luck here, so. Looks like we're gonna be here for a while.
Yeah. This bear is actually pretty juiced. Mjolnir AC.
This is I mean, that's one thing that's never really discussed, whether or not Sasquatch should go for the bear build or the druid build. He is committed heavily into the bear build, misses literally everything on the bear.
I'm actually surprised. 'Cause, like Bane does pretty well against it. You can just sleep the bear, and no one really gonna try to wake it up.
I'm surprised the Sasquatch doesn't have an Aghanim Scepter if he's going to go for that build. So that way he can at least say, you know what, I have this bear still, if my hero dies. I guess the problem has been the bear dying, not the hero dying for now.
Yeah.
This could be interesting. Fatalist comes on into Hammingsy towards the tier 3 tower middle lane. Chains are there. It's a grip now, but in comes M. The Sword Guardian. Avalanche is there as well, canceling the grip. Radiant, come on in. Shackle shot's there on M. It's a huge shackle. Cut. Tries to relocate. Is it a time? Yes, it is. Meanwhile, Hammingsy dead. Lost the man fight with the Beast and Fatalist. Swordbreaker comes in, it misses. Dire, engage. They find M-John. Shackle's there on 2 once again, but Envy's just still alive. Avalanche toss on Ka, but Ka is still alive as well. Radiance, they cannot kill. The Isle's heals are just too much. And Dire now look for more. They engage, and the Beast is there looking for Six Dog. Six Dog, low. Six Dog, dead. And Dire want more. They see Tiny. He has Blink, blinks away, but Dire are very, very fast. They want to go for more. And they come on in with the Blinking Eagle Saber. Avalanche toss is there, but it will not kill the Beast. In comes that silence. Tiny TPs. It actually is successful, so good for Tiny, but still a bad fight for his team. 3 for 0 in favor of 5 dudes, and Ka is out of control. What a gamer.
Ball lag.
Ball lag. They have to regret not banning out the IO, right?
I don't know. If they banned Aya, they would have got Tiny though. Because I think they banned Monkey King and Void Spirit. Yeah.
That sounds right. But this IO hero, it was the MVP last game, and it's looking like the MVP this game too. I mean, he saved Envy twice in that fight.
Yeah.
I think Envy took like 12,000 damage in that fight, and he didn't die.
Yeah, they don't really have like a good like Scotty buyer. I think Piddler should have opted for a Shiva's, to be honest, instead of this Kaya Sanj.
He's got Kaya Sanj, Atos, Eternal Shroud, but none of those give a regen. What do you call it? A regen
Reduction.
A regen reduction. That'd be the word, yeah. A regen reduction debuff like the Shiva's aura does. Well, Six Dog is man fighting with Fatalist, both taking a lot of damage. Nightmare comes in onto the Dawnbreaker. Fatalist low, Remnants in for Six Dog. Ka and Envy have arrived. Relocate grip is there onto M-John. Meanwhile, the Beast is being gone on by Sasquatch, has a BKB. Back to grip, M-John low, M-John dead. Sasquatch's bear goes in, looking to fight. But now Sword Guardian comes in from M-John. He bought back into the fight. He stuns onto 2. Down goes Envy. Big kill. They head to Fatal. Starbreaker is there, and he has no mana for Remnants. He will go down as well. Radiance pick up 2 key core kills. One is buyback, and one does not. Where is it?
Is Tiny gonna find him?
Tiny
is gonna find him.
He put into them. Avalanche tosses there. The Beast will go down. The Beast of US East. Well, it's a very early Roshan respawn, I believe. They walk on in there conveniently. It will be Aegis. Probably going once again to Sasquatch on that lone druid. And that is exactly what they need. They grab the Aegis, they grab 3 core kills, and well, it may be time to begin the high ground siege. Of course, they have the lone druid with the demolish passive on that spirit bear, giving him bonus building damage. So this could be potentially some building damage if Radiant can grab, say, 1 more key pickoff soon. Or even not.
I think you have Shard too. Well, they gave it to Lone Druid.
What does Aghanim Shard on Lone Druid do? Let's find out.
I have no idea.
Savage Roar now empowers allies in 700 AoE with 20% movement speed and 60 attack speed for 5 seconds. Applies a basic Dispel. Replicates between Lone Druid and Spirit Bear, regardless of castability on the other. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's not bad. You can like purge sleep off his bear now.
You can get the extra attack speed as well. I actually like the shard a lot. Meanwhile, bot lane, well, surprise, surprise, the Beast has ascended, heading for Six Dog, who has no defensive items. He's dead. Meanwhile, though, Radiant are on the rendezvous. They look to pincer from behind. They want to avenge their man Six Dog. Who can they find? They may see the Beast, but the Beast also sees them more easily. Ka brings Fatalist away from the danger, and the Beast is a little bit too fast. Avalanche comes in, but the follow-up's not there in time. The Beast, well, he's just too fast. Good pick off there for Dire, and well, now Radiant are the ones, despite having Aegis. They cannot play Dota for a little bit longer. And Dire, they chase. They look for MJon. The BKB's there from the Night Stalker. They want to go in once again. The chances are there on the 2. MJon low. Hamingzy the target though. MJon dead. They now head to Hamingzy, who has Dark Grip. The grip is there. Avalanche is there on 3, but no. He's just dead on Underlord. And well, it's now 3 dead on the side of the Radiance. They head for Kitten, who has a Blink Dagger and a Force Staff on cooldown, so he will die as well. He tosses away the Isle, but it will not matter. It's 4 kills now for 5 dudes, and that is not what you need if you are etW.
I think etW just being very ambitious, trying to catch a Night Stalker who is ascended, and an Isle that's just gonna just relocate out in 12 seconds anyways. It's a little crazy, instead of just looking for the Isle where you relocated from.
I mean, he was just so far in the base, I think. You mid lane. Nah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not fine. The roots are there again. The Beast. So the Beast goes down. Sasquatch solo kills the Beast of US East.
This bear pumps some damage.
Vengeance for all the bears he's killed. Now the Night Stalker is the one who's in the grave.
His bear has AC, Mjolnir, and a Titan Sliver.
You have to have an MKB too on the bear. Oh god, it does so much damage.
I blow you a kiss.
Yeah, all they need is one mistake from 5 dudes, and Sasquatch's bear will just... I mean, it'll just demolish the buildings. As the demolish passive would attest to, he's going to demolish buildings.
Let's see. Winter almost has her BKB, so she won't die as easily now.
That's a much needed pickoff. We've seen a lot of I think of these 4 deaths, I want to say most of them are due to not having a defensive item.
Yeah, I'm
but
pretty
now
sure it was 3 of them.
one.
Just Night Stalker blinking on with the silence, and
Something that play is a lot less tenable if you can just pop the BKB in the win run and get away, so maybe a little bit harder for Dire to find these key pickoffs on, say, a Windrunner. Now the chains are there onto Underlord mid lane, but he's fine. He's A-okay.
yeah, now he's opting for the Shivas. That's good.
It is still going to be a while, though, until he has that one. Meanwhile, top
Yeah.
lane. You appear to have all our action top lane. The Beast is set up to go. Now blinks away. Chains are there onto the real Lone Druid, I believe. But his bear simply hits. Sleep comes on into the Tiny, trying to prevent Radiant from initiating, but the problem is the buildings are just dead. Tower, dead. Ranger X, dead. Toss comes through onto the Bane. Avalanche is there as well. He's now forced away by his teammate. So now Bane the target. Focus Fire comes in. Bane still alive. Bane now dead. Soul Guardian comes in. Now Dire are being kited around. They'll Eclipse, they'll try to engage, try and get Sasquatch, but he still has the Aegis. He's forced away by his teammates. Ember Gate is once again the Beast, bring down the Bear. Sasquatch low, Radiant, turn to lose HP. Grip comes in onto the Underlord, and now Envy is hitting. The Beast is hitting. The Beast is dead. MJon is dead. Hamzy is on the run. Triple comes in once again on the 2. Avalanche comes out. Now it's a triple kill for 6dog. It's an ultra kill for 6dog. And now they go to Ember as well. Ember goes down. It's triple kill for Sasquatch even. The Beast bought back, engages, kills 6dog, but can he continue to fight? Sasquatch hits the buildings. Rax low. He now fights onto Luna. Luna bought back into the fight. Luna low. He's feared. Luna so low. Luna dead. It's a dieback on the Luna. Ultra kill for Sasquatch. And it's going to be another kill as well. Down goes the Beast. It's a dieback on the Night Stalker. And now Radiant on the run. Fatalist returns once again, but he's rooted. He's feared. It's a rampage for Sasquatch. The Aegis is gone, but it's too little, too late. And we may be losing a lot more base.
You're literally all.
The all chat.
Oh no.
Oh boys, please keep it civil, please. I beg of you. Thank you, the Beast. Thank you. Oh, dear Lord. This is, going to be Mega's sort of side of etW.
Oh man. 5 above average dudes though with their buybacks just going in one by one.
It certainly made it an interesting end to the game. That was a hell of a team fight, but you know, one team fight win and Low and Druid just breaks the entire base. And the GG is called. Well then. That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Did not expect it to end like that. Not gonna lie.
All they needed was the one opening, and it is. I kept alluding to it, that the buildings that can't survive against an uncontested Lone Druid, and well, we were talking about the bear constantly, like bear does so much damage, and well, the bear, it did a lot of damage. Alright, well, break it down, BreezyR, what do you have for us after all that?
Honestly, I did not expect much from this Lone Druid hero. Haven't really seen it played that much. I thought it was just gonna get blown up from like this Luna like glaives or like just control from sleep. Like I think they just didn't prioritize it. They started prioritizing like the Pit Lord in the last fight. Because IO was really good. Got like a lot of relocations off. Pulled a lot of people out. Saved a lot of people. Caused a lot of ganks.
It's extraordinarily powerful. There's no doubt about it. And even though it lost, I would still be very scared of giving this man IO going forward. That's for sure. Apparently, spherical-shaped heroes like Earth Spirit and IO do not give the call under any scenario. That's from what I could tell here.
This winner are also getting a lot of shackles. Like a lot of two-man shackles as well, too.
We're seeing why a lot of these teams have been banning Six Dogs Windrunner, and well, saw it in action. I'm happy at least Sasquatch got to have a good game. He had a very, very bad game one on the Terrorblade. He did not play up to his standards, and at least this game in the Lone Druid, he got to, after a somewhat rough early game, he got to feel much better mid and late game, so he got to recover his game quite nicely in that sense. Looking over at the game as a whole, though, do you have any final analysis for us, BreezyR?
I think they didn't five above average dudes didn't prioritize bear, and that's really it. They just were going off these ganks, but like they never like committed to like hunt this bear down or like just shut it down.
Yeah, it was just I mean, it's obviously easier said than done, but they did not do it. It certainly was not done. Yeah, I mean, thanks BreezyR for joining me. Do you have any final words, call-outs, shout-outs to say to the people of League of Lads and twitch.tv/BadgerPablo?
I don't have friends. I can't give a shout out.
Feels bad, man. But obviously, thank you for joining me on actually very short notice. I believe I gave you 30 minutes of notice, so thank you for joining me on short notice. Thank you to the viewers for tuning in tonight for what was a very fun one-to-one series between etW earning the wins and 5 above-average dudes. If you want me to cast your games, cast your tournaments, contact me over on Discord. It's Badger number 5713, or on Twitter at twitter.com/BadgerDota2. I will be back tomorrow for a very, very fun series. It will be no band players taking on Frostfire Simps, two of the top teams in Group B facing off. I'll be joined by the young god Logical on my co-cast, so it'll be a very, very exciting cast for sure. And I'll be back after that for more casts, but until then, have a great night, and see you later.